Welcome back to DC Appliance Repair. Thank you for being with me. Today in this video, I'm going to be showing you signs of seal system issues on the evaporator. I'm going to show you what a seal system looks like, and then I'm going to show you what a good system looks like based off the evap itself. All right, guys, let's jump into the video. So first things first, I want to let you know that this video is going to be demonstrating once you get the evaporator panel off. As you can see here, I already got the panel laying down. We got the fan motor and the blade, and then you have your evaporator. And as you can see here, I'm already pointing at a ball of ice that's built up over here on the side. So all these clips, the panel's going to be already off. Now, I'm not going to be showing you guys how to do that in this particular video. So we're just going to be looking at the evaporator itself. Now, a lot of times when you see a big ball of ice like this up to one side, a good key note is to check the coils to see if they're dirty. Now, the coils is what you call the condenser. It's located on the outside of the refrigerator, generally on the bottom side up under it, or it can be on the back side of the refrigerator, where if you take the back panel off where the compressor's at, you'll see the fan blowing on the condenser, and that's what I'm calling the coils. A lot of times they can get dusty and can cause this ball to build up on one side. Here we have another picture of an evap. As you can see, I have the arrows pointing out that the pattern on the evap will have partial ice buildup. You can see there is no ice on the rest of the evap. So you'll normally see one of the bends on the evap, and then you'll see like a partial pattern only frosted up to a certain extent. For one, that could be a sign that there's a leak in the evap, or it could be low on Freon. But a majority of the time it'll have a leak in the evap, and this is just one of your signs that you will see, just partial frost build up right here on the side of the evap. The picture on the left is an evaporator on a side-by-side refrigerator. As you can see, it's standing up. Now, this is what you would consider a great sealed system. It lets you know that there's a full frost pattern will look like this. You will have a nice even pattern across the evap. This lets you know that the seal system is fine, and that the compressor's fine, the dryer filter's fine. You got a good frost pattern that lets you know that the seal system is fine. Now, the picture here on the left, as you can see here, this is another evap. Now, it looks like that it could be a seal system issue, but if you look real closely, you can look at the corners of the evap where the evap bends, and you'll see frost build up on them. As long as you see any form of frost build up across that evap, again, and this refrigerator was not fired up not too long ago. I just plugged it back in, and I was just checking to see if I was going to get frost build up on these corners, and we did. So that's also a good sign for a good sealed system. Again, I was going to show you what a good frost pattern looks like. On this evap here, this is another side-by-side refrigerator. Again, you just have this big ball of ice. What I say we're going to do, we're just going to look, make sure the coils are clean, because I have seen real dirty coils cause this issue because it changes the ambient temperature when it's going inside the evap. So here we got this big solid piece of ice. Now, sometimes the customer will complain that the cold side is not as cold, or even the cold side is cold enough, but the fresh food side is not cold at all. So that's why I tell all my technicians to always check the evaporator. Always look and see if you got a good pattern. You may have a pattern like this that may be giving you a decent temperature on the cold side, but it's not on the fresh food side. And you may be thinking the flap up top's not open. Of course, you're going to check all this, but a lot of times you're going to always look at the evap and make sure that you got a good pattern. And it's obvious if you have other issues going on. This is something that you're not going to do directly when you get there, but this is a key note that if you don't have a defrost issue and you know all your fans are turning. So this is when you really want to look at that evap, and it's going to give you the, you know, I call it getting the diagnosis on the seal system real quick, because you can see if it's got a good pattern, or for one, if it's got a ball of ice like you've seen here demonstrated here.
You may be new and you may be looking to get it into appliance repair. If that is you, I got something down in the link down below where you'll learn how to buy washers and dryers, you'll learn how to repair them, you'll learn how to sell them. This is definitely designed for anybody that is brand new and looking to get into the appliance game.